What's up guys, and welcome back to Before Crypto. In this video we're going to find out what are the critical levels that we need to hold for Bitcoin to see a massive bounce towards the upside. Because guys, at the moment it still looks quite bullish for Bitcoin because we are still forming higher lows and even higher highs. And at the moment we are still in this channel. So guys, what could we expect for Bitcoin? We're going to find out exactly that guys, and we are going to look at the critical levels on each time frames. And guys, we're also going to look at Ethereum because I could expect within the next month that we are going to see a massive move for Ethereum. And why we could expect that, we're going to find out exactly now guys. So guys, if you want to find out more, watch the video until the end, smash up the like button and subscribe. And now let's start with the video. Welcome back guys, I hope you all are doing well. I haven't uploaded a video for quite a while because I was sick in bed guys, but now I'm feeling a little bit better. My voice is a little bit down still, but guys, I really wanted to bring out new content for you. And now let's go directly into the charts. And guys, on the daily chart for Bitcoin, you can see that at the moment we are still forming higher highs, and that is quite bullish for Bitcoin. And we went to a level of all the way $24,670, and then we saw a rejection at this trend line. And at the moment we are bouncing from the support and resistance box that we have here for a very long time. And guys, I could expect that we are going to see a bounce in these regions. Also a very important critical level is this red line. And where does this red line and this trend line come from? Guys, we're going to find out exactly that. This trend line comes all the way from the level of 48,000 US dollar, and that was this downward sloping trend that we were following for the last few months. And guys, at the moment you can see that we broke out of this trend line. And are we going to bounce off from this trend line to make our way up? We're going to find out exactly that guys. But at the moment I think that this area is going to be a good support area for Bitcoin. So we could expect that we are going to see a bounce from these regions. Because guys, we would then still form a higher low, and that would still be very bullish for Bitcoin. So we could consolidate in these areas until we see the next push up. But guys, we definitely have to say, if we are going to break this level and this trend line and the support box, we could expect that the price of Bitcoin comes all the way down to this support line. But at the moment I'm quite bullish, and I think that we are going to see this bounce from these areas. Because guys, if we draw a trend line from these lows to this low, then we can see that we are also forming this triangle. And yes, this could be a rising wedge. But guys, most of the time we saw bullish or bearish price targets break out in the opposite direction. And at the moment I must say we are still in a bullish case. Because of all these higher highs and the higher lows, overall the trend of Bitcoin looks quite good. And it looks like that we have turned around in these areas. So guys, we're going to go on the weekly chart to find out where we are at the moment. And guys, as you can see, we broke underneath the 200 moving average on the weekly chart. And at the moment we are fighting to get above. And we also have this trend line that we have for a very long time. You can see it goes all the way back. Let me just zoom out a little bit. This trend line goes all the way back to 2014. And you can see that the price of Bitcoin held this trend line quite good. And now we are underneath this trend line. And can we see that this week candle that we are in at the moment will close above this trend line, because that will really be bullish, and that could tell us that we are over the 200 EMA again, and that we could consolidate over this trend line until we are going to break higher levels. So guys, we can see that here we have a lot of support and resistance. We had support in these areas, and then this support turned into resistance right about here, and we broke down all the way down to a level of 17,350 US dollars. So I could expect, if we're going to stay above this trend line, that we will consolidate in these areas until we are going to face some heavy resistance in these areas, before we then could break even higher, or we could see a retest of this trend line. So guys, the next few months are really going to be very important for Bitcoin, and it's also the biggest opportunity if we would have had the bottom exactly here. Because guys, if you're going to wait until we're going to reach a bottom, or all the people that are saying that we are going still lower, where you want to buy. Do you want to buy in these areas until you notice that we have already formed the bottom? Or are you willing to dollar cost average into these areas and add to your position if we even go lower? Because this would really be the best opportunity, guys. And guys, we're going to go over on the lower time frames to find out where is our next trade. And at the moment I was not trading because I wasn't feeling too good, and it's also sometimes good to stay out of the markets until we see a clear direction. And guys, let's go on the lower time frames for Bitcoin. So guys, on the 4-hour chart you can see that we perfectly bounced off from the support box that was our resistance box before, because we could see we had resistance over here and then it turned into support, and then it was support again and again support, and then we broke through this support. So then it was resistance, resistance. So then we broke back above, and now at the moment you can see that we are perfectly bouncing from these areas. But guys, we could also see that the price just comes up to these levels and gets a rejection and comes even lower. But guys, let's find out in which pattern we are at the moment. Because guys, if we zoom in on the 4-hour chart, you can clearly see that we are forming this falling wedge. And yes, a falling wedge is a bullish pattern that most of the time breaks out towards the upside. And we could expect, if we're going to break out from this falling wedge, that the top of the wedge would be our price target, round about here, the level of 24,600 US dollars. So guys, I would wait until we're going to see a confirmed breakout from this falling wedge and maybe see a retest in these areas. Then I would open a long position. Maybe also from this breakout, if we see a high volume confirmation, then I would open a small position in these areas with my stop loss underneath the previous low, and maybe add to the position if we're going to see this confirmed breakout towards the upside. And then we could expect the price target of all the way up here. So guys, if you want to follow these trades, go down in the video description and join my free Telegram group. So guys, this would be my overall scenario for Bitcoin. If we're going to break out from this falling wedge, we could reach a price target from this resistance line up here, which is also the trend line from this channel. So guys, if we're going to break this support box towards the downside, I could expect that we are going to see a bounce in these regions where we also have this downward sloping trend. So guys, let's go over to Ethereum and see what we can see for Ethereum. And guys, at the moment we see the same scenario, but Ethereum is a little bit more bullish because we could see we have this low and then we have a higher low and also higher highs. Because we could see that Ethereum had a major pump towards the upside from these lows all the way up to a level of 1,780 US dollars. We had a pump of 74%, and that is quite major, guys. So guys, like I told you, if you would have dollar cost average into Ethereum and Bitcoin in these levels, you would have been in profit by 70% already, guys. So guys, which are the critical levels for Ethereum that we need to keep an eye on? We're going to draw a trend line from this low, and we are going to drag it all the way to these areas. And then you can see, guys, at the moment we are at a very critical level for Ethereum because we have formed this upwards trend, and at the moment you can see we are at this trend line. Let me just connect all the points correctly, and then you can see that we have bounced from these areas and we went all the way up, and now we have bounced from these areas where we got support exactly here. And then we bounced all the way up to 1,700 US dollar, and at the moment we are at this trend line again. And guys, if we're going to break this trend line, I could expect that we are going to see a dump towards the downside with maybe a confirmed breakout, and then we're going to see that Ethereum comes down into these levels. But guys, we could also see that Ethereum will continue its pump towards the upside, and why I'm going to show you exactly now, guys. Because guys, soon we are going to see the merge of Ethereum from proof of work to proof of stake. And guys, this is a major event, a catalyst event that could push the price of Ethereum even higher. So guys, at the moment you can see that the merge is expected in 40 days, and that would be on the 12th of September. But guys, we could expect that this merge is still going to be postponed because Ethereum, the updates are always quite late, and maybe we are going to see another delay. But guys, I think that this could be a major opportunity to buy Ethereum in these levels, because I could expect that this merge, the closer it will get, that we are going to see a massive push towards the upside. And I could expect even levels of 2,500 US dollars to maybe up to 3,000 US dollars. Because here we can also see, here we have a lot of resistance in these areas. So I could expect that from this merge, we are going to see a pump towards these levels. And if the merge is over, we could see a major correction because a lot of people were buying the rumor and selling the news event. So guys, we could expect that we could see a major push towards the upside, and this would also be an opportunity to make some major profits. So guys, let's find out if we're going to see this pump towards the 2,500 US dollar level, of what percentage we are talking. And that would be 42%. And guys, if you would invest in these areas or open a long position in these areas, we could make a major percentage gain. If we would trade it on a 10x leverage, we could make 420% on our trade if we are going to take this long-term trade towards the upside and to this news event. Maybe this is going to be a good opportunity to buy even Ethereum in these levels, which then you could sell in these areas, maybe 50%, and then you made a nice percentage gain that you can reinvest into Bitcoin or Ethereum or even some of the major altcoins. And guys, in my next video, we're going to find out which altcoins are a good buy at the moment. So guys, we have to keep an eye on the merge and also on Ethereum. Are we going to see this breakout? And I will keep you updated, guys. And guys, if you want to trade all of this, go down in the video description because there you find my Phemex referral link where you receive a 4,100 US dollar deposit bonus. So go down, sign up and make use of this free money. And you can also use my MEXC global referral link where you receive a 1,000 US dollar deposit bonus. So guys, if you want to find out more, stay tuned, smash up the like button, subscribe to my channel, and we see each other in the next video. You have to be for crypto.